All right, welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here.
Gabe, Gaitonde, Gabe, the night watchman or the early morning watchman.
And we are here for our first live stream of the week on the new strict schedule, if you will. And we are checking out West Indies versus Sri Lanka, the first ODI match in their series. And super excited to do so. We're excited for all of you to join us here today. Sri Lanka, I'm pretty sure they won the toss. They opted to bat. And so they are in their second over right now. The score is just 4 for no loss. And it's going to stay 4 for no loss after 2 overs. Ooh, they almost threw that one away. Jason Holder just threw a 1-run over, was all. Almost got a mate in there. What is up, everyone? Laughter Express, Abdullah, Ulis, sup? You guys are always on time. You guys are here before we are.
Love it. I absolutely love it. Dude, as I'm watching this right now, I'm thinking to myself, bro, like the West Indies, Jason Holder, plays obviously on the test squad, T20 squad as well. He is such a great balanced player, you know what I mean? And I remember people thinking he wasn't going to be able to he wasn't going to be able to cut it, right? When he was in T20, and then he shocked everyone when he went to SRH, or when SRH called him up, and he led him to 3 straight wins, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, almost got him into the playoffs. Or did SRH get into the playoffs? I can't even remember. But Holder's a savage, bro. Holder is an absolute savage, bro. And
absolutely.
He's absolutely got the goods. He can play. I guess to me the biggest thing is with Jason Holder is you got to be asking yourself,
Joseph,
who's going to get him that help on the test squad that he's going to need? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder, does Pollard not play tests? Like, I'm sure he's played in the past, but is it not his preference? Is he just not able to handle it? Is they just have better guys? Because he's such a I understand he could hit those sixes. We just saw the 6-6s not too long ago. But I mean, they just got a double right there for Sri Lanka. I'm curious about why I don't see him in the test squad.
What's up? Michael Friday, Aaron Cook, sup, Laughter Express, Abdullah, NYG Nova, Mira, Krishna, AJ, Ula, Suman. What's going on, people? What's up, Joy? I don't know. I have no idea. Why Pollard does not play, at least on the on a test squad. I think he's got the skills for it, to be honest. I think he's got the skills for it.
Absolutely. I was looking at Crick Buzz and I'm like, man, we're behind on the score. What's going on? But that was the road safety Sri Lanka.
Oh yeah, bro. Which team will win the MLB 2021? What's your prediction? I hate myself right now for even saying this, but it's either going to be the Padres or the Dodgers. Whoever comes out of the West, man, because those 2 teams are super stacked. I say super stocked. They bought everybody.
A lot of people are choosing your team, man. A lot of people are choosing your team to get there, at least get there. A lot of people say the Dodgers, but this is what makes me nervous, okay? The Padres have never been in this position, so that makes me nervous right there. It's like you've been the ugly girl your entire life or the ugly guy your entire life, and then they take off the glasses and they brush the hair, and all of a sudden you're the belle of the ball, and then you're invited to all the dances, and you're just not comfortable there. But every year, right, these experts, they predict like the Cubs or the Yankees or the Dodgers, and usually it never works out. So the fact that people are predicting my Padres to like get to the World Series or get to the NLCS makes me super, super nervous.
Suman says, Gabe, I agree with you. Pollard has the skill set, and I think even that treatment, the temperament, to play in test, Then here's the thing too, man. Test is a different beast, Nick. It's a different animal. It's 5 days. the schedules are honestly a big deal. You know what I mean? The schedules are honestly a big deal. And dude, cricket's all year long. So between the test, right? ODIs, T20s, the IPL, the CPL, the BBL, dudes are playing all year long, man. And it's maybe it's that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get a little older in age. I don't have to play everything, I don't know.
They're saying that he retired too. They said his defense just isn't there. Thanks for all those answers, guys. Sup. We got a super chat here. Some of these players are over test and rather want to focus on shorter formats. They are free to go play in many leagues. There you go. That's the Gabe's point right there. Excellent point by Gabe. And it makes a lot of sense. But I mean, being someone who loves tests, I would love to see Pollard bring, a little more cautiousness, but bring those sixes to the test game. That would be fantastic.
What's up, Han? What's going on?
Thanks for that super
Washington
chat.
Nationals are the chance to win the MLB? No, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
I wouldn't say not even a little bit. They're not favored. There's a boundary right there. Wow. And Sri Lanka was getting held at 6 runs in the first 3 overs on the second ball of Holder's second over. It gives them a boundary. What's up, Han? I would not agree with this. Like a guaranteed no. They still have some pitchers. They still have Juan Soto. They still have Trey Turner. They still have some bats. I want to get to this lineup real quick. For Sri Lanka. We're not going to be on long enough to watch West Indies bat, but for Sri Lanka, we got Danushka Gunathalaka batting right now. And he just got himself a 1 right there. He's at, 6 off 10? Or 5 off 10? Yeah, 6 off 11. You got Demuth Karunaratne batting as well. You also have on the squad, you got Nisanka, Shandamal, Matthews, Bandara, Mendes, Hasaranga, Shamira, Sandankan, and Pradeep. And I don't recognize a lot of those names besides Matthews, Hasaranga, Shamira, and I think Shandamal. I think I've heard that name before. But this is the thing about Sri Lanka. I think because they're in call it a rebuilding stage, if you will, I think they got a lot of young guys. And so this is the chance for them to kind of prove what they are, prove who they are, and be able to come back. I just want to get to this comment real quick before Gabe gives his thoughts on it. By Krushna. Felt very good after watching you so many days, cricket, and my daily routine is incomplete without both of you. I'm glad you came back.
Boys, we missed it too. Absolutely. Somebody actually wrote down, because guys, we read the comments. We absolutely read the comments, and usually we respond. Sometimes we'll give it a like or whatnot. But I saw a lot of this, right? On your doubt on why the IPL matches are played not in home, as some teams due to COVID were not going to play home. And to my understanding, it was only 2 teams that complained. From the comments, people said it was Kings Punjab, and I believe was it the Sunrisers Hyderabad? I can't remember. So they complained, and then it was decided by the IPL that if no one gets games at home, then it's fair. So nobody got games. So 2 teams complain. It affects the other 6 teams, but you still mess up a team like a CSK who built their team to play at home and literally has only 2 pace bowlers, and everybody else that's any good on that team are just spinners, man. And people were like, well, that's what happens to CSK for going overboard with the spinners and not being balanced. But you know what I mean? Like I don't get that. But I also do understand now, Nick, after reading the comments, how it's going to be a bubble, because all 6 venues aren't going to be used at the same time. They're going to use 2 venues, use 3 pitches.
Well, they're going to be very smart with limiting the travel too, which I think is very, very genius.
They're going to limit the travel. So, guys, what else is wrong? What else is new? I was wrong. Okay. Yeah. Nick,
it was still and I said at the beginning of the video, did I not say at the beginning of the video? I did not give Gabe any chance to do research. I want to get his reaction. It was a pure evil video on my part. I love these comments right here. I love it. First of all, Han Solo says Washington Sundar has more chance of winning the World Series than the Washington Nationals. And then before I pronounce the names, Michael Faraday says good luck. And then I got some of that Gabe treatment with the names. I love it. Let's see. Did I say Sanduncan? He says it's not Sanduncan, Nick. It's not a donut. Sandakin. Sorry about that. Sup says, well done. No serious liar there. Let's see. Where I got some other comments there, but where's Han at? I love Han's comment here. Oh man, here we go. Nick should not pronounce the player names. That's Gabe's job.
Han. Han is as evil as you are. You guys plot on how to destroy me each week long. I guarantee you was
comes up with this off the cuff, man. You got to respect it.
I guarantee you it was Han who called Nick and said, "You know what? Why don't you just read this article to Gabe, and get his reaction?"
That does sound like him. Look at Laughter Express. No names were harmed during this stream. Besides maybe Dunkin' Donuts. Not too bad, I think, on the other ones. Man, it's so good to have you guys with us, have you back. And hey, we actually gave you a few days notice. Look at that. We're trying to improve here. It's 15 for no loss in the match right now. We're in the middle of the fifth over. Joseph is back. Ooh, is that off his arm? Joseph gave up a boundary on the first ball of his third over, excuse me.
It's up his hand.
And then a few dots. Let's see. Oh, yeah, out the glove at least. I kind of liked his approach right there. Like he had his bat still out in front of him, and then he moved his head out of the way. He made sure he made a little bit of contact. That was actually pretty nice. He sacrificed himself there.
Alzarri Joseph, man. He also bowls on the test squad.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, we got guys that got talent, man. But we definitely are lacking on the test side. Our ODI squad is pretty good, though.
Gabe, Joseph is the original night watchman, for us at least.
That's the original night watchman.
Oh, man alive. We got so the playing 11 for the West Indies. They're in the field right now. We got Shai Hope. Oh, there you go, Gabe. Shai Hope, wicketkeeper. Evan Lewis, Jason Muhammad, Darren Bravo, Nicholas Perron, Kyron Pollard, Jason Holder, Fabian Allen, Romario Shepard, Alzarri Joseph, and Akil Hossein. No
right,
John Campbell.
So not exactly. Yeah, no spamming, guys. No John Campbell, so I don't have to lose it. And some of the other guys that are on the T20 squad, you know, the Universe boss, obviously not here. He just came back for T20. You know, but some of the you know what? Andre Fletcher, guys. Can Andre Fletcher not play at least ODIs? Because I think Andre Fletcher, man, is super talented. What do you guys think?
He is super talented. He's not 100% consistent, though. And I still like him. I still like his swag. I like his style. I like his approach, but he's just not consistent from what we've seen, at least. Man, they're like, it's crazy. Like the first ball of each over, they are attacking, and then they just kind of, isn't this what India was doing in that one match against England where they would get a boundary each over, then it was dot city after that? So,
oh, look.
It's weird.
I like this. Gabe says no John Campbell. The West Indies Cricket Board says there's another. They love them some John Campbell.
Oops, sorry, guys.
I like this comment. Mira says, Gabe, Alzarri Joseph is the biggest fluke. On his IPL debut, he gets the best ever figures. 6 for 12. Wow. He got 6 wickets. And then the next match, he gets hootied. Well, think about the guy from Sri Lanka.
As bad as the Sri Lanka kid, right?
Yeah.
He got a hat trick, and then he gave up 60.
He got hootied. He gave up 62 runs, I think it was. In the same match. Was it Hasaranga? There they go. They love when I pronounce those names. Who was it? It was
I don't think it was Jaya.
Oh, with the D.
Dhananjaya.
Dhananjaya. He gets a hat trick, and wait, it gets better, Nick. He gets a hat trick, the first one over, and his very next over gets pumped for 36. Pollard was upset, like, how dare you? You pump my guys for 30 for 3 wickets, hat trick. I'm gonna pump you for 36. It's ridiculous.
So his nickname is this. His nickname is "He giveth and he taketh away." That is his nickname. What's up, Sup? Got another super chat here. Do catchers in baseball have to have specialized training and skills like a wicketkeeper? Does the amount of training for a keeper is intense? Yes, they do. Absolutely. This is the thing about a catcher in baseball, and it's interesting. Again, wicketkeeper in cricket, there's a lot of similarities with cricket and baseball. The catcher in baseball, not only do they have specialized equipment, specialized glove, protection gear, and all that kind of stuff, but they have to be able to not. You think it's easy to be able to catch a 95 to 100 mile per hour fastball when you got a guy with a bat trying to swing in front of you? Think about that. Your concentration. There's a bat that goes right in front of you right before you're going to catch it, and you got to have that concentration and not just catch it, but you got to catch it and try to, spot it right there and frame it in the strike zone. You're talking about squatting on your knees. Yes, they have some pads to help them out, but they're squatting constantly. They're throwing it back to the pitcher. They got to be able to throw it to any base. They have to be that field general. They work with the pitchers. They have the scouting report with the kind of pitches they have to play or pitch against these kind of hitters. They run that pitching staff for the most part. It's absolutely amazing what catchers do. And because they're squatting so much, because they're on their knees so much, they don't usually last more than 10 years on those knees because their knees start to go. So they start transitioning them to like outfield or first base. It's absolutely incredible.
Nick did a fabulous job explaining. I think the hardest thing for catchers, physically, it's the hardest position because you're squatting down for the majority of the innings. You're behind the plate. It takes a toll on your knees. All right. Then you also have to do more homework than everybody else because you've got to learn that pitching staff. You've got to know what the other batters do as well. What am I calling in this? It is a time-consuming position. And listen, catching ain't easy. The Yankees have a really bad habit of throwing catchers back there just because they can hit, but the guys, can't defend for the most part. And what is it with these early boundaries? You're right, Nick. Early in the over, they get a quick boundary, and then usually West Indies has been able to West Indies has been able to hold them. Because, right, even with that boundary, it's only 21 for 6. Phil says, where can I watch this in the UK? That's a good question.
We're watching on ESPN Plus. I'm pretty sure we got Renelle in the comment section. She says, why am I so behind? Sorry, Renelle. I think she's watching it in the Caribbean from ESPN Plus as well. We got a super chat here. And the score is 21 for no loss in the 7th over. This is for you, Gabe Gaurav. Thank you so much for the super chat. It says Gabe Archer was useless in the recent Test series.
You know what? He was not good. Okay, I will be the first to admit that. Neither was Stuart Broad, bro. I was reading some of those comments right when people were talking about, and people completely right at me too. See, Gabe, this is why Jimmy Anderson's a legend, and I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? Jimmy Anderson could rock wherever, bro. I'm serious. He has some. Stuart Broad is great at home, but struggles a little bit on the road. And Archer in limited formats, shorter formats shines, but he struggles a little bit in those in tests. Bottom line, he struggles in tests. But yeah, you're right, Gurov. He was useless in the last match. Jimmy Anderson is the best bowler that
we got 2 off that one.
England has right now. Then again, he's also 37, 38. How long can he last? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't judge a catcher. I saw Faraday's comment there. You actually don't judge a catcher by how many home runs they hit. Now, obviously, today with guys like Gary Sanchez and other guys that can hit home runs, it's, you kind of hope that your catcher can do the same thing. But you need a catch. If a catcher, in my opinion, this I'll see what Gabe thinks. If your catcher can hit you 270 or above, can get you about 10 home runs, maybe 50 RBIs, and run the pitching staff, and have the defense, that's what I'm talking about. They are destroying Joseph right now. They are destroying him. They have gotten 11 off this over. I get this is not test, this is ODI, but still 11 on an over. Woo!
Yeah, he's getting pumped a little bit here.
Oh, you're behind on our stream, Renell. I got you. But yeah, Turning Point mentioned he likes the new format for the super chats, for the comments, for the scoreboard. It does look a lot more cleaner. And it's honestly, there's just a few settings I had to change. I should have done a long time ago because it looks a lot nicer, a little more crisp, a little more modern.
Oh my gosh, he's getting
another boundary.
That's another boundary,
sound
bro.
Off that bat. Oh man, 30, 33,
32 out loss.
32 for no loss after 7 overs.
He got
and of course, guys. Of course, I am rooting for Sri Lanka because Gabe's got West Indies, so I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Oh, it's early, my friend. What over is that? That was 32 without loss, and that we're in the 8th over now, right?
7th. Well, we're in the 8th, but we just finished 7.
We just finished the 7, right?
Stop that flaunting, Nick. Hey, I'm just responding to the comments, brother.
Here's a problem. The game has got so offensive that and this is where analytics don't help, right? That you're not supposed to have, Nick, a OBP below 350 on, and most catchers have OBPs below 350s. And all these guys are looking at is the analytics of Moneyball, but they don't understand how a catcher helps.
It's a boundary
games and stuff like that.
This power play is killing you guys.
This power play is absolutely oof.
36 for no loss. Look at that. He's at a strike rate at 100. Again, we're so used to tests. I got to get back into the limited format, limited over format. But still, he's got 100 strike rate there. Good for him. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the first time I'm going to remind you. Go ahead, do us a big favor, and like this stream.
Oh, my gosh.
Please and thank you. Oh, and there's another one. Another boundary. Now the strike rate's over 100. Holder was bowling really well as far as his economy rate, and now he's getting destroyed.
That was a little
month away. Yep.
That was a little too wide. Can I get the slower ball? Holder? There was one that I'm going to read because they asked me specifically to read.
Renell says, is this StreamYard using, Nick? I think you mean is the StreamYard that we're using? Yes, we use StreamYard. StreamYard we use because it allows me and Gabe to both stream from 2 different locations. One stream. Can't do it on the YouTube app. Oh, that was just got right. Is that 3 boundaries in a row? Woo.
It is. He's given up 12 runs this over already.
Oh, look at this. Raj says, Wicket coming. Wicket incoming. We got another super chat from Gaurav. Thank you so much for that. Favorite batsman and bowler from format-wise? Controversial.
Oof. Batsman and bowler. I'm going to read this in a minute, but let me think about that right now. Batsman and bowler format-wise. All right. In test, I would say my favorite batsman in test. It's so tough, man. I'm probably going to have to go with
Washington Sundar.
No, stop it. Washington Sundar.
He's been impressive recently.
Bro, it's tough, man.
You know who my favorite test batsman is. Come on.
No, I was going to say Joseph. You can't let that go for a boundary, go between his legs. No, I would say my favorite batsman is still Smudge. I'm sorry. In test, it's still Smudge. And my favorite bowler in test, oh, man. Probably Patty Cummings, man. And ODI, my favorite batsman. It's tough, man. Favorite batsman in ODIs, probably going to go with...
Let me let you think. I'm going to say my favorite batsman in test is Rashad Pant all day long. Come on, you guys know that. And my favorite bowler, is there any question? Gabe, tell me who my favorite bowler is.
Your favorite bowler?
Look at the hat, Gabe. Look at my hat.
Oh, Yeah. Chris Wilkes. He loves him. Chris Wilkes. He's more of an all-rounder, but Chris Wilkes. All right. In ODI, man, it's tough for me. ODI is tough for me because there's so many good bowlers, so especially one days and batsmen. But ODIs, man, on the one-day format, I really like Josh Butler from England. I really like Josh Butler from England, and bowlers. I think that it's tough, man. ODI bowler. There's so many good guys, bro. I would probably say probably Archer. He's one of my favorite bowlers in general. And then in T20, man, that's where my boys reign supreme. I know that there's other guys out there, but the best performances I've seen is by Pollard. Kieran Pollard has been an absolute savage in the CPL, in the IPL. You know, he's won it. Pollard is shown in the limited formats, and just again, he gave me those 6 6s. It's disgusting, which is why I hate Nick, because he's on the Mumbai Indians and he's destroyed me a couple times. He's without a doubt.
Riders, though. I was gonna actually go with Pollard for T20 as well, just because this guy, he's just so dangerous. He is so dangerous, and he just keeps getting better and better, for crying out loud.
Right.
As far as a bowler in T20, I mean, you've got to have some serious skills. And I think just because recency bias, I think I'm leaning towards Trent Bolt. I think I am. This guy, he was amazing in the IPL this last season. He's been really good so far in international play. I think he's got some. I mean, obviously, you have other guys in other formats. Someone mentioned Rabada, absolutely.
Right.
So many other guys. Yeah, Gabe loves the Burns brothers for sure. As far as ODI for me, as far as ODI, I don't know. Like, there's so many players that do all different formats, and they're either like Test or T20. A lot of them also do the ODI. I don't know about that. I'd have to think about that one. I'm not sure. Nick, who would you bet your life to save a Test? Rishabh Pant, because we've seen it twice already. We've seen it twice already in the last 2 months. Twice. Rishabh Pant all the way.
That's Nick's guy, bro. He planted his flag on him a long time ago. He loves him some Rishabh Pant. All right, let me do this. Michael Frede says, Gabe, can you please say the following names out loud very fast? All right, here we go. Mutaya Muralitarna, Mernarv Atupatu, Nuan Kuleshra, Garotene, Theresa Pareda, Chamdia Bas, Mahela Jawawarandi. What?
Did you just make it worse right there? Were you really trying?
Dude, I was really trying, man.
The guy's name is Marvin, and you said Manav.
What? How's that Marvin? Where's the I and the N in there?
Marvin. I and an N. Marvin.
Marvin.
You said Manav.
Mother Teresa. Nick, somebody clowned me in one of our other streams. It was like, Gabe creates his own language every time he pronounces his name.
Mother Teresa Panara. Gabe, there's no way that was real. You had to be putting him on right there. And just like that, Gabe is on Sri Lanka team hit list.
Oh, man.
Sri Lanka called. They said, please stop. Oh, look at Michael Faraday. Nick, now you do it. All right. I'll take the challenge. I'm clowning him so much. Let me see if your comment's still up there.
Shakespeare left the street.
After Gabe read that, it just went nuts right now. Oh, man. Let's see. We're going to get to that super chat in a second, but I want to see if I can find this with all the names. I might have to have you message it. Yeah, message it again real quick for us, Faraday, because it's gone. We don't have it. Got a super chat here. Gabe, you want to read that one?
Sub, thank you for the super chat. He says he murdered those names. Cops have been called. What do you guys want me to do, man? What do you guys want me to do? Murder in broad daylight. My favorite wicketkeeper batsman. Yeah, I'm with Nick. Right now, my favorite wicketkeeper batsman is Pant, man. Pant has been amazing. You know what nobody talked enough about, by the way? People crushed Pant, crushed him for his defense. And Pant was flawless this last test match against England. And they said, Nick, I didn't know, did you hear this? Supposedly that he had taken what do you call it? He was taking he was taking lessons with some, was it Dhoni? It was another wicketkeeper. I can't remember. It's a famous wicketkeeper because he wanted to work on his defense so bad because he knew it was lacking. That's impressive. You know what I'm saying, dude? That's being aware, saying, hey, I know that I've got an issue, because he was flawless, bro. Flawless. Was it Adam Gilchrist? Who did Pant take wicket keeping lessons from, guys? Because I know that he was struggling.
I think it was Gilchrist.
Was it Gilchrist? And man, he definitely improved.
I mean, some of these comments are still pretty legendary. They said someone called emergency meeting. A murder just happened.
Emergency meeting, please. Someone just committed a murder.
Again, I'll read the names, but I need you guys to give me the comment with the names again. That first one, I'm not going to lie, is not easy. Morali, the last
None of them were easy. Are you kidding me? Gabe, the butcher of names. Gabe Padicle is the highest run scorer and scored 4 centuries in a row. VJ Hazard Trophy. Only other 4 players, 4 centuries is VJ. Hara's season is Virat Kohli. Padicle also has 97. Here's the thing. If it wasn't because this next test or this next match is I just don't see them. Do you see them replacing Shubman Gill? Because that's the only person I think's in danger.
I think they're in a tough position. Shaw's losing his mind right now, too. He's losing his mind in domestic. I'm not sure if it's enough to get him to go to look at that slow ball. Oh man, not the slow ball from the bowler, but how it was slowing its way to the boundary.
In the field.
They didn't quite get there. They probably got at least a 3 on that one. There's a few months. So if Shaw keeps losing his mind, he may make a case. I don't know. The score right now, though, is in the 50s for crying out loud. I'll update the score after this over because, man alive, are they just getting destroyed. This opening partnership's already at 56 off 58 balls.
Look at that run rate for ODI, 589. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yes, run rate, baby. Yes, almost 6. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. This is Nick and Gabe from Cricket for Americans. Thanks for hanging out with us. Please go ahead and hit that like button. It helps us out in more ways than you know, and we really appreciate that. It is 56 for no loss. And, I mean, these guys are killing it. Shepard's in there right now, giving up 5 already in his first over, just 3 balls in. We were calling for Padicle for so long. We got so much hate. Like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? And he has just been making us look so good with how he's been playing in domestic. And another run there.
These youngsters, think about the youngsters that have really stepped up for India, bro. From Pant's a youngster, all right? Siraj, Lord Siraj, they've really helped, steer this ship and get India to that WTC championship, bro. It's been the youngsters because a lot of the veterans, have gotten hurt and a lot of the mainstays have been out.
Someone asked, is there any update on doing a reaction to Breakfast with Champions? Because I got us a strike on the Gabe's reaction to the hat trick. I knew it was a risk, but I went for it. We got 1 strike now. I'm not going to do anything that's somewhat risky for right now. The Breakfast with Champions, I hear, are great videos, but they're longer. They have, the cricketers in there talking or whatever. I just don't want to take any chances right now. Once that strike goes away, then we'll be able to take a little bit of chance here and there. But
yeah, because I doubt even if we contact them, they would let us react to their stuff.
There's a dot right there. So let me get the score updated. 50. There's the list right there. I'm going to read it in just a second. Let me update the score. 57 for no loss after 10. We are 1/5 of the way through already. All right, here we go. Gabe's chance to see me suffer.
Oh, I'm waiting.
All right. We have, excuse me. We have Mutaya Merlitharan, Mahela Jayawardene, Maravan Atapatu, Thassara Pereira, Gunarathan, Nuwan Kolusakera, Sharminda Vas, Demuth Karun Aratain, and Iharu Theramane. Let me know how badly I did, guys. Those names are tough to pronounce. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. Nick, they say Breakfast of Champions has not given anyone a copyright claim.
Yeah, but this is my question, and I'm not doubting Parth. Thanks so much, Parth, for letting us know that. How do you know for sure, right? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how some channels will give a strike or give a claim without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be really, really shocked. So I want to know, how do you know that for sure?
And sometimes it's not even the channel, it's YouTube itself. You know what I mean? So especially with like music and stuff like that.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Some people are saying, come on, Nick. Gabe's was more exciting than that.
Are you serious? Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you.
That's what they said. It says, Nick, be creative with pronunciation. You started good, but then the ship sank. We have a lot of lag. Let us know, guys. Are we lagging? Is the stream not coming through clear? Everything looks good on my end, but that doesn't always mean everything. Man, we need to get some I almost said we need to get some wickets. I forgot I was rooting for Sri Lanka. Oops.
Nick, it says, good job with Gabe, because you might be sharing a cell with him. I guess you butchered a few of those names too.
Hey, I was trying.
We actually did, Rohan, a video on baseball a while back. It's on CFA, isn't it, Nick? Our Baseball Explained.
We did a Baseball Explained. Me and Jody actually did a few reactions to some baseball stuff on Boring Reviews as well. I forgot was on there until just recently. I was checking this or that out. We got super chat here from Sup. Well, we'll just charge you with name slaughter, Nick. Murder is Gabe's job. All right, so I got name slaughter. Not a misdemeanor, but not as serious. Maybe about 3 to 5 years is all. Sandy B says, Nick, for 1 million subs, what is the monthly YouTube earning in the US? So this is the thing. I have no idea. We don't even have anything close to 1 million subs. We even have 100,000 subs yet. But the thing with YouTube is this. It's all about the audience that watches your videos. It's all about the audience. Where is the audience from? YouTube puts a price tag on the ad revenue from each region around the world. And US, UK, those two are some of the higher price tags. So if you have all your audience from the US majority or the UK, then you're looking at sometimes 10 times what you can make from having an audience somewhere else. So you could have 1 million subs, but if there are 1 million subs that live in an area that YouTube doesn't value too highly for ad revenue, then you're making like 10 times less what someone who has 1 million subs that are predominantly US, UK, Canada, those types of places. So I don't know, because I don't have even close to 1 million subs, but it makes a drastic difference.
And that's even if your channel could be monetized. You know what I mean? I remember reading Robolinda's channel, and Robolinda said that his channel's not even monetized, which is why I'm sure he puts up a lot of those videos, right? Because depending what kind of content you put up, you may not even be able to be monetized. So
yeah. And Sandy B also says, I heard for 1,000 views, there's a minimum CPM. There is, but It's tricky. Okay. I thought like if every 1,000 views, if it says the CPM is say $3, then you get $3 for every 1,000 views. No, it's only for those videos that get ads on them. So you could have 5,000 views on a video. YouTube decides how many of those videos actually have an ad or more on there. Sometimes it's only like 1,000 of those got an ad for some weird reason. And as a YouTuber, you can't control that. So you're looking at per 1,000 monetized views, but then also YouTube, they take their cut every single time. So it's not as cut and dry as all of that. You can have a video that has 5,000 views and you can make $1.50 on it.
Oh, come on.
You can have a video that has 5,000 views and you can make nice.
That should have been a wicket.
It wasn't a run, but that doesn't feel good.
That should have been a wicket.
But yeah, drop catch. I've never seen a bowler catch it right off the bat like that, though.
Oh yeah, I have.
That.
I have. I've seen a couple times.
I'll get out of here with your bad self.
Matter of fact, who just did that? Who hit a 6? It was Australia versus New Zealand, and somebody hit a 6, and then the very next ball, it was a weak little, just like that, comebacker right to the bowler. I want to say it was Glenn Maxwell. I can't remember. One of them got out that way.
Yeah, I have not seen that. There's a single right there. It is 64 for no loss. Shepard is bowling. And, he gave up 5 in his first 3 balls, and he's done well ever since.
I'm updating the score right now, guys. 64-0. 64-0. And dude, this is frustrating. We can't buy a wicket. We cannot buy a wicket.
Yeah, Varun, appreciate that. I've always been tempted to try to say that each video, but it's really, really it's kind of shady to do that. My stream's getting kind of fuzzy. There we go. A little shady to say, watch the entire ad without skipping. But if people did, that it is more revenue for the YouTuber. But at the same time, like I get it. Like if you have ads on there, you don't want to watch all of them. Yeah, I was out of focus, but I think it was my camera was doing that. But I think I'm back in focus now.
West Indies need Cottrell. Yeah, we definitely need another wicket taker here, man. We absolutely need another wicket taker. I agree, Renell. It's frustrating not get a wicket. We need to get a wicket soon. We had a wicket very first ball of this over, and it was dropped, man. That's frustrating. Oh, look at that. Right in his hands. Come on.
Thanks, Turning Point. It takes 90 days for the strike to be removed from YouTube, but we've appealed it. And if you appeal it and they accept at least the appeal, then there's 14 days for the other side that striked you to respond and say, no, you still have a strike, and then you're stuck for 90 days. Is that a boundary? Wow. This is rough to watch if you're a West Indies fan. I liked this comment right here. Krishna says, Nick and Gabe, is it normal for average Americans to sit and watch any sport which lasts 3.5 hours, or is it too much because T20s last that much? No, it's not. It's not. It is normal. Most of our sports, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, on average last about 3.5 hours. They can go longer, obviously, and they can go a little shorter, but on average, 3.5 hours, 4 hours is what you're going to expect when you're watching a game here in American sports. So T20, the runtime fits perfectly with what we are used to. You just got to get the introduction to cricket to Americans. American or not, I think this is just sports fans in general. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gabe. Sports fans in general, if they know nothing about the sport, they have no reason to watch it.
Right.
They've got to have some kind of reason to initially watch it and get like a crash course. And I'm sorry, but like even the Cricket for Americans video that's out there, other videos that we watched when we first got into cricket, they help a teeny tiny bit, but not enough. When you know cricket and you watch, you say, oh, that's very helpful. But when you know nothing, there's another boundary. Oh, my gosh. I said Shepard wasn't expensive. I opened my mouth.
Let me ask a question, and maybe I'm confused, but this is what is different about the 100 than ODI? Is it just?
Oh, it's only 100 balls. It's only 100 balls.
Oh, it's 100 balls.
So T20 is 120 balls. It's just 100 balls. So I mean, it's 20 less balls. it's a lesser form. I think it's just because 100's a nice round number. I did want to mention real quick, Vibe Hop, I think you forgot to put your comment in there. So you don't have to do another super chat. Just go ahead and put your comment in the chat and we'll be able to read it for your super chat. Thanks so much for your support. 2.5 hours for the 100.
Yes, basketball matches do last 3 hours because you got to figure they got commercial breaks in there. They've got the cheerleaders that come out, timeouts, TV timeouts. Listen, the last minute in a basketball game can take 15 minutes between timeouts and free throws or whatever. It drives you crazy. It drives you crazy.
Yeah, Mira, I know not all overs have to be 6 balls, but you guys know what I mean when I say 120 balls. Come on, you know what I mean. 3 strikes on a YouTube channel means channel is blocked. It means it's shut down. It's done.
Yeah.
Your channel has been destroyed. It's not coming back. So, and if the crazy thing is once you get 3, you're done, right? Once you get 3, you're done. So that's what happened to Ozjod is on his first channel, he got 3 like back to back to back. I still don't know what he got his strikes for. He wasn't doing anything against the rules, but he got 3, so he didn't even have a chance to appeal him because once he got those 3, boom. And yes, it was the West Indies cricket board that gave us a strike.
I was like, come on, guys, really? Mind you, Nick cut it masterfully, so it wasn't like he put the whole thing there. He just put like 45 seconds, I think, total of actual footage. It was mostly me reacting to it. I couldn't believe it, man. It is what it is.
I'm not going to post Sandy B's question on here because I don't want to, hurt anyone's feelings. But yes, Sandy B, that is correct, or that is incorrect. It does not pay well with that viewership. It's one of the lowest paid viewerships. But, we do it for labor of love. Garav right here, thanks for your super chat or super sticker. If you have a comment, make sure you enter it in so we can read it. But we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Renell here, the more Gabe cry, the more the Windies do.
As in tonight for you guys is a holiday? Is that our tonight? Let me know, Arjit, because if it's tomorrow, like our tomorrow, then yeah, then a watch along wouldn't be possible. But if it's as in tomorrow, as in tonight, oof, we might be able to.
I wish I would have known that before to get some time to announce the official date to the audience. Tomorrow for us, March 11th, is my son's birthday, so I will be not streaming at all. But man,
well, I think by tomorrow they mean like tonight for us, because right, the way it happens, so it'd be like early in the day. West Indies Cricket Board and BCCI are very notorious on YouTube. Oh yeah, they are.
Thanks, Barca. Appreciate that, guys. Don't forget to like the stream, please. West Indies is getting pumped, as Gabe would say. 78 for no loss in the very end of the 13th over. Muhammad is bowling now. He's only giving up 4 this over, so not too bad.
Nick,
the next
somebody
36 hours.
It was John Campbell who made a call to have the West Indies cricket boards give me a strike. Like, you heard what he said about me? That can't fly. That can't fly. I bet you Nick
maybe we will. I gotta make sure I don't misspeak, but maybe me and Gabe will do a little watch along tonight on our time. Maybe 12 hours from now, 13 hours from now, maybe we'll be able to do a watch along. I'll have to make a decision there. I'm not sure what Gabe's schedule is, but maybe.
Garav, let me go check. Yeah, I should be open, Nick. I should be open. Garav said he said he posted. I'm looking for it right now.
Here we go. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting us know. Did any American get into cricket from your channel? If so, that's amazing. And also, Gabe, you need to teach Nick on how to butcher names. We don't know. We don't know if any Americans have gotten to cricket yet from our channel. That would be awesome. That was one of the main purposes for the channel. But, you never know. I mean, you honestly never know. I will say this. There are we've gotten several comments or Instagram messages from at least a dozen people saying that they hadn't watched cricket for years. And the streams that we put on got them back into cricket. So I'll kind of take that like a half win right there.
Right.
And I'll have to go through Gabe's class of butchering names.
You know, with that being said, though, I'm telling you, right now we actually reached out and never heard back from USA Cricket because they've got the U19 tournament going on, coming up in
Prairie View or something.
Is it in Texas? It's in Texas, right? And you know, they're slowly but surely. Again, we got the IPL coming into America. It's like I look at it almost like Major League Soccer, right? It's going to take a while to build it up, but we have a big enough of an audience already here that we just got to put a good product out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to put a good product out there, put some players, and give them something to watch. You know what I mean? That's just it. People like to go to games live too. That's a big thing. If you get to watch the games live, you know what I mean? You build that camaraderie with a team. Those are your guys, but we'll see.
Cook, there you go. He said we got him back into cricket. That's awesome. No, we're not going to be able to watch the full match. We have work starting in 2 hours, but we got a meeting too. So I'm going to stay on for about an hour and 15 minutes. Gabe's always his own man. We'll see what he does.
Oh, we got a meeting today? That would have been like, show up all late. Hi, guys.
Yeah, we heard about Corey Anderson moving over to Major League Cricket here in the U.S. He made a great play in in our most recent Cricket Tuesday video reactions on boundary saves, the fielding. Jason Holder's out there. And they sneak a run on that one. They're fast, not wasting any time.
Sean, who's winning? I mean, they got 82 in 14 overs. Okay, it's a 6-run rate in ODI. Just saying.
We've seen plenty of T20 matches with 80 after 12 overs.
My gosh.
I don't think so, F-Start. He says Americans distance cricket because it was a British thing. Does that still affect? No, I don't think so at all. I could be wrong, but the average American has no problems with England whatsoever, with Britain. No problems whatsoever. That's way out in the past. I mean, they've been our allies for how long, for crying out loud? So, no, it doesn't affect it at all, I don't think.
Yeah, that honestly, that generation has died off, man. You know what I mean? That I would say that you don't really see too much animosity between Americans and Brits anymore.
At all. If nothing, it's just like jokes. Like, hey, we kicked your butt 300 years ago or 200 years ago.
Yeah, stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know, it's funny. The nicest people in the world, bar none, are Canadians. Because somebody just said USA versus Canada series. But yet, we attack Canadians more than we attack, like, verbally. You know what I'm saying? More than we attack. I think the only other, I don't get it. Why do people?
But it's not animosity. So it's just jokes. This is the thing. This is the stereotype. Okay.
Right.
Canada is huge land mass, right? A huge country land wise, very cold in a lot of parts of it. It's there closer to the Arctic, all that kind of stuff. They have, you know, according to the average American, the stereotypical American, they have an interesting accent in some parts of Canada, right?
Right.
And they're just so low key. They are so low key. You don't ever hear any drama happening in Canada. Yeah. You don't hear anything. They got the universal health care. They got their country running pretty nicely, in my opinion. Right. And you cannot tell the difference between certain parts of their accent between a Canadian and an American. It's so similar. But I think the joke is the fact that, you know, why aren't you just Americans? Like, what's your problem? Like, they're going to choose to change their country to America. They're so similar. It's not even funny. But they're also so different in, you know, smaller ways. And so I think it's just like, you know, because they make no noise, because they're not controversial, and they're just peaceful people, I think it puts themselves open for scrutiny. I don't know. But it's just no one hates Canadians.
Not even a little bit. I don't think you can find a people that say they hate Canadians. You know what's funny? Somebody had a comment here earlier that said Piers Morgan and Meghan Markle. Listen, I'm obviously aware. I watch the news or whatnot, and I'm aware of Piers storming off the set. But it was more like he stormed off the set because he got into it with his coworker, and they called him out about his comments on Meghan Markle, where they said, "Listen, she's never said a word about you. You know, just because you don't like her, you know what I mean." That was my understanding on that. That was my understanding on that.
For a boundary.
80 now.
Wow.
You watched the whole interview, Renell?
Thanks for the super chat there, Gaurav. We appreciate that. Again, your message wasn't there, so I'll look out for it.
Yeah, Piers quit his job. He walked off set. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I didn't know about that. That's nuts. I was gonna watch the third episode last night, and then I had to and I remembered that I was waking up early this morning for the stream, so I will watch that today and post my review on it on the final reaction tonight. They're saying Sri Lankans are very nice people too. Awesome.
Here's Gaurav's comment. He says a famous American quote goes something like this: "When 11 fools are play and 11,000 fools are watching," or something like that. P.S. No hard feelings for cricket fans. Okay, gotcha. Renelle said she watched the whole interview.
Listen, about that statement from Gaurav there. You can say that about any sports fan. At the end of the day, and you take it from like my wife's perspective, who's not really into sports that much. At the end of the day, we're all sitting here getting angry and getting upset and spending money, all this kind of stuff on just men or women playing a game. That's all we're doing. They're just playing a game, and we're all captivated by it. At the end of the day, we're all fools, sure, but we're passionate fools, right? And when you're passionate about something, it's all good.
Agreed. I couldn't have said it better myself, Nick.
I'm not sure what that comment means, Sandy B. Are you guys left leaning something jabby OSR? I'm not sure what that means. No shot there, but not for a boundary, and that is 90 for no loss after 15. This was T20. It would be the death. It's been the death the entire time, ODI-wise, for how the Sri Lankans have been batting.
Are you upset? Are you updating the score, Nick?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, got you. Get back in the comments. Left-leaning or left-wing? Oh, as far as like our politics is concerned, I honestly consider myself, I'm an independent. I register as an independent. Here's a smart thing. If you register as an independent, you won't get 50 phone calls and stuff. You won't get all the trash mail in there. And you seriously, because if you register for a party here in America, they will call you relentlessly. I don't care if it's the Dems or the Republicans. They will call you and send you mail. So I learned a long time ago, register independent. They won't bother you as much, okay? Let me make up my own mind. Don't send me 50 emails. If I want to donate, I will. But it's it depends. You know, I like some Republicans. I like some Democrats. You know what I mean? It depends on their politics, not the party. Honestly, party identity or party politics is one of the biggest issues in American politics. You know what I mean? People who are too smart or are just vote on party lines because they vote on party lines. And to me, that's so dumb. That is so dumb. Like, how do you vote party line because, you know, no, how does that affect your constituents? You're supposed to be voting for the people that put you into power, right? It doesn't make sense. For instance, here's a Democrat that I don't understand. Joe Manchin. He's a Democrat in West Virginia, but yet he's a conservative Democrat who just voted against a $15 minimum wage when your constituents are some of the poorest in the entire country of the United States. Really, Joe Manchin? Really? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
So I'm with Gabe. I'm not registered as independent. I'm registered as Republican, but I am, for all intents and purposes, independent. I don't get into politics. It's not my bag. It's not my thing. Gabe is more into it, and he's very level-headed with the whole thing. I am very level-headed with politics, but I don't really get into it. I don't vote with party. I vote with my mind. I vote with who I think would do the best job. I try to look at all the avenues possible. I don't get into it. I don't get into it too much. There's so much anger, so much angst, so much frustration, wars, if you want to call it that. I mean, so many things have started because of politics, and I just think it's crazy. I'd rather this is going to sound really cheesy and preachy, but this is honestly how I go about things. One of my favorite lines ever was by Martin Luther King, where he said, "I want my children to be judged by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin." And that's how I go about anyone that I interact with. How I judge someone is by the content of their character. What are they, providing, by the fruits, if you will. So that's how I go about it. I don't get into politics. It doesn't interest me at all. So yeah.
And sometimes, like, I very rarely mention my politics here, but sometimes I can't help myself. I think we might have mentioned it once or twice in a video. Now, and just in general, some jokes like the Ted Cruz thing. I had to mention it. Seriously, bro? Come on, like. You're dipping off to Cancun while everybody in your state is freezing. And come on, dude. Like, that's what I'm talking about. But for the most part, like, I try to avoid that. But yeah, I just because I got a lot of family in the military as well, I follow politics closely. My oldest son is in college. He's in law enforcement. He's gonna get his or he's getting his degree in law enforcement. But it's when you got a lot of family in law enforcement and military, you kind of have to pay attention to politics, if that makes sense.
So Holder almost threw a maiden right there. He just gave up one on the last ball. Did a much better job there.
What?
91 for no loss.
Nick, do you want to answer this? Morgan Freeman or Denzel Washington? Who's a better actor? Is there even a question?
You think that's easy?
Easy.
I know you're going to say Denzel, but if you say it's that easy, then you're disrespecting Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman is an amazing actor. And not just that, but he's an amazing narrator, voiceover actor too. So, I mean, right. Morgan Freeman, he's got some serious chops. I wouldn't say it's easy. I would give Denzel the edge because Denzel is this is the thing. Denzel's in a class of his own. He really is. There are, in our generation, I would put two guys in his class, and these are all Americans, or not all Americans. One's Americans, one's British. I think he's British. I'm not even sure. But I would put Tom Hanks in his class, right? Because everything he's going to do is going to be, maybe three guys altogether. I was going to say Tom Hanks, and I was going to say, oh my gosh, my mind is slipping. The guy who played Lincoln, the guy who's my left foot. What's his? Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Right, Daniel Day-Lewis. Thank you. I couldn't think of that. And I probably put Leonardo DiCaprio in there as far as in that class. But Denzel, it might be Daniel Day-Lewis and Denzel in my list. It might be. He's in a class of his own, but Morgan Freeman is a very fine actor. He is a legendary actor. This guy, he does amazing things. So I don't think it's easy, but the decision's Denzel.
I mean, Denzel movies to watch. What's your top 5 Denzel films? That's the thing. He is so good. I mean, you got to go with, off the top of my head, you got to go with the movie that got him his first Oscar, Training Day. Training Day is unbelievable.
His first Oscar was Glory.
All right, Glory. I forgot about Glory. But Training Day, right? Is one of my favorite. Man on Fire, John Q. Oh, man. Man on Fire, John Q. The Equalizer. Dude, and then it's so hard for my fifth one.
Are we talking about performances or movies?
Films, his films in general. Must watch films.
I was talking about his best performances.
And Philadelphia, I would say. He's also really good in what's that movie with John Goodman? I can't remember the movie with John Goodman. He's been in so many films.
Flight.
Not that movie. That was good too, but it's another movie with John Goodman. American Gangster, he's really good into. I mean, exactly. Just name him. It's ridiculous. Malcolm X, he's very good. I forgot about Malcolm X. That was a huge film for him. Yeah.
I would say his best performances would be Training Day #1, obviously. But Glory, I love his performance in Glory. He's so fantastic in that. Philadelphia is a great film, and he did very well in it, but I wouldn't say it's his like standout performance. I love John Q as well. That's kind of a fun one because you wouldn't normally think about that in that vein. But I love that. He was also fantastic in Fences. Not a lot of people watch Fences, but he was so good. He's so good at playing the bad guy, at playing the jerk.
Fallen. That's the name of that film, Renell. I love Fallen. Fallen was a great film too.
Book of Eli was really, really good, and he was so cool in that movie. I feel like I've not seen Malcolm X, surprisingly enough. I've not seen that one. I got to check it out.
That's a classic.
Remember the Titans is a great performance as well, but not one of his best performances, but still really, really good. That's the thing. Like, you don't have too many films where he has a bad performance in. I would say the biggest scar on his career so far is probably The Little Things, right? Which recently came out, and he didn't do a bad job. It's not his fault the writing was so poor. So, I mean, Gabe loves Scarface. Loves Scarface.
Scarface is my favorite, one of my favorite Al Pacino movies. Scarface and The Godfather. I think it's one of Pacino's best roles. Fabulous film. Fabulous film. Inside Man. That's a good film too. Inside Man. I wouldn't put it in any of his top, man. It's tough. My top 3 Indian actors. This is easy. You know, Amir Khan, the guy's amazing. He by far, I think, is the best Indian actor. That's just in my opinion. Man, people kill me for this, but I love him because they're like, oh, he's just a character actor. I love Nawazuddin Siddiqui. Nawazuddin Siddiqui is absolutely, you know what I mean? He plays the best bad guy. He's up there with some of the top American actors. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, it's crazy. And then for me, first of all, Hrithik Roshan, man, Super 30 was such a touching movie for me, man. And I know it's just one movie out of his whole career, but it was such an impactful performance for me. Maybe that's one of my favorite movies, so that's why I put him up there. I like SRK as well. And I think rounding off would probably be, because he's such a character actor. He's good in everything he's in, Nick. I can't forget his first name. Tripathi from Gangs and Mercer Pearl.
Pankaj.
Pankaj Tripathi. Those are my top 5. Oh, they said top 3. Sorry. Those are my top 5. If I'm going to say top 3, then I'm probably going to say, it's so tough to just. Those are my top 5. If I've got to give top 3, I gotta think about it really hard. It's probably going to be SRK, but I really love Pankaj Tripathi. Nick, how about you?
People are like, get back to cricket. It's turn to break right now. It's all good. 95 for no loss after 17 overs. I'm surprised that you put Hrithik Roshan in there. I mean, he's very good in Super 30, but I'm surprised by that one.
That movie just hit me.
It's tough because we have seen a lot of the films from the mainstream Bollywood actors. We just recently have gotten into Malayalam, Tamil, and the other industries. Oh man, it's so tough. Someone said Vijay Sethupathi. I think he's not in my top 5, but I think he's very, very talented. Mohanlal, we just haven't seen enough of his work, but he was very, very good in the 2 Trisham films that we saw him in.
Right.
I don't know where I'd put him. But I would definitely put Amir Khan in my top 3. Absolutely. I think, and I haven't seen a lot of his films, but I think Shahid Kapoor is a very, very good actor as well. He'd probably be my top 5 somewhere. I love Big B. You guys know I love Big B. Put him there somewhere. I think SRK is a very good actor, very likable actor, charismatic, but I wouldn't put him in my top 5 as far as best actor goes. He does certain roles very, very nicely. It's 96 for no loss right now. We still have the opening partnership up there. Holders bowling, and he gives up not a boundary, but a misfield. A lot of people watch Bollywood, AJ. A whole lot of people. Yeah, Shahid Kapoor, he's really, really talented. Man, I don't like ranking actors, believe it or not, even though I do it sometimes. It's just I like to know more about their body of work, to tell you the truth. We've seen a lot of Amir Khan, so I feel very confident putting him up there. We've seen a few things from Big B. Man, it's tough.
Bro, this is ridiculous. They're almost at 100 partnership, and it's still the opening partnership. Prediction for a score, this is like looking like a 300, guys. 300 on the cards. For ODI, that's not a good thing.
Who's my boy that I like a lot? The guy is always a side character. He was in the most recent season of Mirzapur. Is his name VJ as well?
Most recent.
VJ.
Remember? Oh, yeah. VJ. I forget his name.
I forgot his name. He was in Gully Boy. He was in most recent season. He was in the Oh man, he was in what was that film that we watched? Not VJ Raz. What was that? Yeah, Raj Kumar Rao's really good too. VJ Varma. Thank you. VJ Varma. Yes. What was that film we saw him in recently where he played the guy who was like he was equivalent to like the Google executive and he was telling his story? What was that one?
Oh, that's I can't remember. I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, that was Super 30, right? That was Super 30.
Oh yeah, that is Super 30. That's what I'm saying. Super 30 is amazing. That film is
it's a great film. Absolutely.
Gabe says, S. Stark says, Gabe, best actor is Steve Buckner. Yeah, because he pretends like he can't see a clear wicket. Like he's confused somehow. Oh, is that a wicket? Is that a wicket? Come on.
What's up, Arav? What's up, everyone? Don't forget to like this stream. We are here checking out Sri Lanka, West Indies. It's not looking too good for the West Indies. I will say that the scoring has gone down a little bit. If that's a positive we can have right here, Holders bowling pretty nicely. And they get a dot right there. So only 3 that over. Only 3.
98 without loss.
Leave Buckner alone. You guys, you think Gabe's going to leave an umpire alone, then you've lost your mind.
I've been kicked out of too many games, guys. Trust me. As a coach.
Captain America, my friend. Captain America. Come on.
98 without loss. What over is it? Was it 19th over?
Is that a new trailer? Okay, computer. Let's see. Okay, computer.
18th over. Sorry.
That was out yesterday. Cool. Favorite commentators? Definitely Michael Holding is one of them. Harsha Bogley is another one. I like Kevin Peterson a lot when he's in the booth. I think he does a very fair job.
Oh no, by far
in the booth, he's fun.
Who is the guy that calls the Wicket alerts all the time? He's hilarious.
I can't remember his name, but in the IPL, he's there with Brett Lee.
With Brett Lee, funny. He is hilarious. I love him. Oh man, they make me laugh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 350 incoming. This definitely looks like a 300 score.
Yeah, dude, it's definitely in containment mode right now, my friend.
So frustrating. Grammy Smith, is that who it is? Grammy Smith? No.
Graham Smith.
Graham Smith. There's an E at the end.
Grammy. It's a grandma.
Grammy. Ian Bishop. Whoever's in there is hilarious. Best American commentator, without a doubt. Without a doubt. From the Milwaukee Brewers. Huh?
Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker. He said some of the funniest things, like, that guy's got a family. And he'll just make these cover comments or whatever. It's hilarious. I love it.
Is that a boundary? Nope. This is a great question because I'm not going to look it up and cheat. I have no idea. The national sport of Sri Lanka, it's not cricket. Let me guess. I mean, you can throw different options out there. You can talk about football. You can throw out badminton. You can throw out hockey.
Hockey?
Yeah, like field hockey.
Oh, field hockey. Okay.
I am going to guess.
Got him.
You can say Kabaddi, maybe. No, he's safe. He's safe.
Is he safe?
Absolutely. I would say I'm going to say badminton since we just did that reaction to that video. Let me know.
Bro, 100 partnership. No, he's out. He's out. Oh, close. Look, those stumps start breaking before
you always say he's out.
Oh, no, he's in.
You always say he's out. Even the second time. Oh, he's out. He's out. You're ahead of me on the stream. Dude, you've got to, honestly, you've got to be a little more, you can't be so one-sided. You're calling a match, man.
Bro.
Volleyball?
I think everyone's always out.
Volleyball?
Wow. I would be the worst umpire ever. Players would hate me. Bowlers would love me, but batsmen would hate me. Everything is out. Everything is out. I'm telling you.
What did I say again? I'm so good when it comes to run out. I'm going to flaunt again. From the first view, I said, oh, he's safe. Confidence. And that wasn't me being biased, Gabe.
It looked close.
Oh, he's out. You got to love those fans. That's how my dad always was. Like, oh, he's safe. Like, Dad, he's out 50 miles. Oh, he's safe.
Oh, that's hilarious. Field hockey sport for Pakistan too. Really, field hockey. That's interesting.
And India, yeah.
Gabe, Angel Hernandez, Gaitonde. Am I as bad as Angel Hernandez? Wow.
Yes. Wow. You guys, that's below the belt. I love it. That is awesome.
That's hitting below the belt, bro. That's a personal insult. That's a personal insult, man.
Gabe is that bad. Oh, that's so awesome.
I mean, seriously, you might as well talk about my wife and children at this point, because that's a personal dig at me, all right?
Oh, that is a personal attack if I've ever heard one. This is a good one right here. Nick, how would you describe LBW to an American? I would have to describe, because the way I am, I would have to describe first, what the wickets are, what the stumps are, what the purpose is for them, and about how you get 10 wickets to end that innings. All that I'd have to explain that first. But I would say that LBW is if a batsman is standing in front of the wickets, and the bowler throws that ball or bowls that ball. Going back to the American lingo, bowls that ball. And it's in line to hit the stumps if the batsman wasn't blocking it with his pads, with his body, and he does not get any bat on it, and it just goes and hits his legs or hits his body, and it's in line. It would have been a line off the bounce to hit, not over the stumps, but at the stumps. Then that's considered LBW. Pads are in. You don't really have your gloves in there, but your leg pads.
Yeah! Catch that ball. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Kieran Pollard. Look at him. Throw that up in the air.
Don't tell me it's not a drop. That's a catch.
I saw it. I saw a bowler get that catch just like that. Pollard is the man that gives everything to us.
Let's go to work.
At least, and look at, I didn't even realize that, but they were both at half centuries. Wow.
Yeah, both at half
centuries. He got the man at 52. What a play that was.
Man. Let's go to work.
How athletic is this guy?
Let's go to work. I love Pollard, bro.
Watch your head, man. Wow. That was so athletic. That was super impressive for crying out loud. He Wow, I don't think I've seen too many better plays than that.
I love Pollard, bro. He is my favorite, by far, my favorite T20 player. The guy, like, people just think of it as a batsman, but he gets himself wickets and he can field. He's got some of the best hands in the game. Finally breaks up that partnership, because that partnership was killing us, West Indies fans. I love it. What a catch. Gone. I'm going to update that score right now.
He's like, yes, something to cheer for. Man, they both got half centuries. That's how you do an opening partnership. Both of your openers get a half century, both, or the one that just got out with a strike rate over 100. That's how you do it. They say, calm down, Gabe. What are you guys talking about? What are you talking about? They got a wicket finally. It's been rough.
It's been rough out here for a pin.
Did he hit his head on the floor, or was he able to avoid hitting his head?
He hit himself a little bit there.
Oh, man. That is doing all the work on your own right there.
Oh!
That's using your head.
Was it off the head or was it off the bat?
I thought it was off the helmet.
Yeah, caught and bowled. That's what a captain is supposed to do. Baseball is getting popular in Sri Lanka, but still far from cricket. Oh, yeah, it was the helmet. Cricket, then rugby in Sri Lanka.
Why do you continue to doubt me, Gabe?
About what? What am I doubting you?
I said off the head. You weren't too sure. Then, oh, yeah, the head.
Oh, yeah, the video.
I said the run out. You said, I don't know. Oh, that's a nice little shot there. But it dies in the grass.
I'm horrible with runouts, bro. I am horrible.
And yet you still have, with so much confidence, and you say, oh, he's out. Oh, he's out.
Horrible runouts. I'll admit it. I'm horrible with runouts. But you know what's funny? In baseball, and even when Trey steals, my heart is pounding, because I could never tell. Balls, to me, if the ball beats you, you're out. But they actually got to get that tag down. And it's so close. Umpiring is actually a really tough job, guys. I give umpires a hard time because I've had, personal disagreements with them as a coach and when I was a player. But I get it. It's a tough job.
Absolutely jealous of Matthew Hogger's hair. Absolutely. I saw a picture. I don't know if it was of him. I saw a picture on Google Images when I was editing that video where it looked like him more modern day, and he had put on some LBs since that time in that 2005. Let me know if that's, not that it matters, but usually these athletes, they stay, if they're in a certain shape, they stay in that shape. Let me know if that's him or if that was just a lookalike.
20 overs in the books, 107 for 1. Run rate coming down finally a little bit, and we got our first wicket. A 2-run wicket over there for Pollard. I'm telling you, the guy's a savage. I love it.
What's up, Ozjod in the house. Yep. My thought was right. If you get the strike while you're streaming, you lose those privileges, so we are still good to go.
Come on, catch it! Oh, there was nobody back there.
Gabe, you need to calm down, man.
Bro, we need these wickets. We can't lose this.
Who was going to catch that? You're ahead of me, so I just saw right now. Who was going to catch that one?
I can't believe they don't have anybody back there. Where's a third man or something?
What?
You know what I mean?
Right, 10 feet, 10 yards behind the wicket keeper?
Well, it also looked like it popped straight up in the air.
Oh, if that's what you thought, then okay. But I'm like, what?
It also looked like it popped straight up in the air.
I love it.
Hey, regarding IPL fixture, if teams... All right, here we go. Where is thoughts on the PSL being canceled? You know what? That's why I was wrong on my reaction the other night. So I'll own that. I blame Nick because he literally let me do no research. He said, Gabe, we got to go do this video real quick. I want to react to this article I just read. And I was like, all right, well, let me just check. Oh, he said, no. Just come on. We're good. We'll talk about it. Nick is evil, guys. Evil. Okay. So I blame Nick. With that being said, because the PSL got canceled, I understand why the IPL is being cautious. And I didn't understand that we were going to have six venues, but that they were only going to be rotating between 2 or 3 of them at a time. So it is going to be a bubble. You know what I mean? I still think it's messed up, though, that CSK at least give them the spinning track. You know what I mean? Because their team is built for that. But you don't want a cancellation of a season. So COVID is still real. I get it.
Absolutely. Sorry, guys, it was a little loud there. Yeah, I was definitely being evil. AJ asked, why'd you guys take down those quick reactions? You guys were right. I took the risk. I got a strike on one of them. We got a strike on one of them, so I took down the other one. So we got to deal with that noise. But it's all good. It's all good. Gabe, I'm going to bounce out for like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Gotcha. And so here, when it says, hey, regarding IPL fixture, if the team had played in their home grounds, then each team would have a travel time of 9 times. But this time there will be travel max of 3 times. It reduces the risk of COVID a lot. And again, that's something I did not understand when we read the article. So it makes sense. And if it's a disadvantage to CSK, it is. I was just being a fan there. Here's the thing. I'm not a professional, guys. I'm a fan. I try to be objective, but I'm also a fan. So you guys saw me get animated there when Pollard gets that wicket. I actually hurt my chest a little bit. But you know what I mean? That's how I am. You know what I mean? I try to be objective, but at the same time, I'm a fan. So I felt it was a disadvantage for CSK, and which is why I reacted that way. The article even said CSK is by far the team that's going to be affected the most. They're going to have the most detrimental effects because of this. But come on, run out. Oh, he can't do. What is that? That should have been a run out. Guys, explain that to me. As a batsman, can you stand over the ball and not let the bowler get the ball to try to get a come on. That's obstruction. It's got to be. The other batsman was nearly at the crease. They were both on the same side. How is that not a wicket? But apparently the best captain. All right, so anyway, guys, as they're reviewing this decision, which obviously looks like obstruction to me, obstruction is a wicket. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't do that. Both when he was there trying to get the ball, literally both watch the replay. Both batsmen were literally on the same side of the crease. How is that not a wicket? Look at him. That's an easy wicket there. No way. That's frustrating. What just happened right now? Can't they review for that? They are reviewing right now. I didn't realize that they can review for that. So the bowler kicked the batsman kicked the ball. Sean says, I see nothing. Sounds like it should be out if trust Gabe's description. That's what it sounds like to me. Sri Lanka tried to steal a single there. The ball, there it goes. There's a wicket. The ball was literally right in front of the batsman, Nasanka. And as he's trying to back up, he kicks the ball, but both batsmen were literally on the same side of the crease. It was an out. It was an out. So yeah, 112 for 2, 112 for 2. So Guntilaka is out now at 55, and that's good because he was killing the West Indies. So Pollard now back-to-back wickets. He's bowling beautifully. And this is what West Indies needed. We needed some wickets, man. These guys were killing us. 112 for 2. I will take it. I will take it. And we are in the 22nd over. 22 overs in the books. 112 for 2, guys. Gabe, best radio commentator in the USA. Oh man, for me, it's the best radio commentators of Yankees. Now I'm being very biased because I listen to the most Yankee games, but they are hilarious. It's John Sterling and Susan Walden. John Sterling is hilarious. He comes up with if you look up just John Sterling, he invented the Yankee calls for home runs. So like when Yankees hit home runs, he'll be like, that's an A-bomb from A-Rod. He just has like little rhymes every time they hit a home run. So it's awesome. Yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen an obstruction wicket, actually. Another first. I love it. I love it. Let's go, West Indies. Gabe, do you jinx other sports teams you support? You know what? There's no such thing as a jinx. Yeah, there is. But there's no such thing as a jinx. There is no such thing as a jinx. Yeah, I mean, that was just I didn't think that was out. I mean, the question is, did he look down? He looked down, so it's not like he didn't see the ball there. It was right in front of him. Now, it's the fault of the other batsman who tried to take the single there, but if you look as he's backing down, look, he looks down at the ground and kicks the ball. That is obstruction. I don't think it was deliberate. I mean, even if it's not deliberate, you still obstructed the play, right? Yeah, Ian Bishop saying it's not deliberate, but that he looked down so they could see why it was why the umpire calls it. Because if you look at the replay, they're showing it right now. He looks at the ground and then his foot hits the ball. It's even if it's not intentional, it's still obstruction, in my opinion. Now, it was, to me, the other batsman, and normally that's what happens with runouts, right? With runouts, it's the other batsman that gets you in trouble. So the other batsman tried to take a single when it wasn't there. React to Stokes obstructing the field. Very, very controversial at the time. It sounds like to me, because I'm hearing in the comments, most obstruction is did he get him? Oh, that was close. I don't know if it was an edge. I don't know if it was an edge, though. Gabe, it must be willful obstruction. Accidental is no out. Interesting. So he looked down, so I can't tell if it was willful, but I don't know what was his intent there. However, in America, obstruction is obstruction. Whether you willfully did it or not, it's out. because that should be the case. Like, just because you made a mistake, it shouldn't affect my team adversely, if that makes sense, right? Okay, even if it wasn't willful, you still obstructed the play, which ended up costing my team. Why should my team be detrimentally harmed because of that? But I didn't realize that the rule is only for willful obstruction. If you look at willful obstruction, then probably there's a shade of gray there, right? That he looked down, so it wasn't like he didn't look down at the ground, but you could say it was unintentional. You could say it was unintentional. That's another one of those laws with cricket, man, that I don't understand. So if I don't willfully obstruct you, but I still cost you a wicket because of my why shouldn't it still be, you know what I mean? It's just like LBW. And LBW, the minute I started seeing LBW, I was like, what? Explain or umpire's call. I'm like, huh? And it's become more and more of an issue. You know what I mean? More and more of an issue with umpire's call. Every big test series right now has some, even the India versus England, I think India would have beat England regardless, dude. They were just so stacked. But Pant was out, in my opinion. Pant got saved by by umpire's call, right, on LBW. And it just seems like that's a rule that's got to go. Obstruction, same thing. If you obstruct the play, all right, it changes the outcome of that play. Just because you didn't intend to do it, it still cost my team a wicket. Why should I be adversely impacted because you made a mistake? You know what I mean? That just doesn't make any sense. Super chat. Thank you for the super chat. It's only obstruction if it is deemed to be intentional. Thank you, Sup. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's just another one of those calls I disagree with. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's one of those rules I disagree with. Like, obstruction should be obstruction regardless. A wicket should be a wicket regardless. I don't care about umpire's call. If you go to DRS and it shows it's LBW, then it should be LBW. Bottom line, this 50% of the ball needs to be hitting. What? Come on. They don't even understand it. Moeen Ali runs himself out. That is hilarious. He ran himself out on that drove Nick crazy. It was on a was it a free hit? I think it was on a free hit. As somebody says in the on the stream, Nick always misses the good stuff. Oh, you know what? We haven't seen a lot of those, Renell. Yes, I agree. Y'all need to react on a video of fielding obstruction. Maybe that's a good idea for another CFA video. Nick,
another wicket has fallen, huh?
And it's on a controversial one. They're like, Nick always misses the good stuff.
What I miss? Oh gosh, what I missed this time?
I forgot that. Dude, who knows this reference? Nick is the Blitz. It's the power of universe. He will always miss out on an awesome. Nick, do you even know that reference? The Blitz?
No.
That's from How I Met Your Mother. And there's this guy called Blitz. He misses all the good stuff because one time he decided to call it a night early. And when he left, something awesome happened. So now when he's there, nothing will happen. But the minute he leaves, he can leave and immediately something cool happened. And his thing is always, oh, man, it's hilarious. Blitz. That's what they call him.
Did we get the super chat from Sup? What's up, Sup? It's only obstruction if it's deemed to be intentional.
So, and there was a play, right, where I forget the name of the batsman now. Pollard throws a beautiful ball. He bangs it into the ground, right into the crease, right? There's no run there. For whatever reason, of course, the other batsman starts running. They're both almost on the same side of the crease. Pollard goes to try to get the ball, but the guy intentionally or unintentionally kicks the ball. I say he looked down and saw the ball. He looked down, but that doesn't mean he intentionally. Maybe he was looking to try to avoid the ball. But whatever the reason, Pollard that's a wide. Pollard reviewed, and they ended up giving him out on obstruction. So they're saying, Gabe, it's questionable. Yeah, he looked down, but you cannot guarantee he was obstructing it. And here's the problem. When we talk about that, the rule, just like other rules in cricket, I don't understand, Nick, it has to be intentional. you have to intentionally be obstructing in order for it to be a wicket. That don't even make any sense to me, man. That don't even make any sense. Now you're going to the thoughts of a guy, okay? Did he intentionally try to do it?
Seriously.
I don't know what his motivation is. You know what I mean? That makes no sense. It leaves too much room for interpretation, in my opinion. Even if it was
oh, he's trying to man-cad. But look, he wasn't trying to man-cad. He actually, wow, that was interesting. He didn't try to go for the stumps, but he stopped his run-up and he said, hey, get back to the crease. That is interesting right there.
Oh, he should have man-catted him there. I know, it's not in the spirit of the game.
But yeah, that's interesting because he obviously is not about that. But at the same time, he's like, hey, get back over there. What are you doing? Don't mess me up.
You know what makes me frustrated? That umpires don't call that more often because you're right behind them. You're right behind the guy leaving early. How about you do your job there? Like, yo, you're leaving early. Give him a warning, something.
Yeah, I always miss the good stuff. Always miss the good stuff. Absolutely. Another super chat from Sup here. Thank you so much for that. That is not a boundary. The reason is because the fielders could then just throw at the batsman whether or not they would have to hit the wickets. But Gabe's got a good point. Gabe has a great point because now you're talking about what was inside their head. Maybe it's just the wording. But it seems interesting whether it's intentional or not.
That's another wicket. Let's go. The big man. Pollard's a national treasure. Give me that wicket.
National treasure. Everyone's a national treasure in Gabe's mind.
Well, it depends what nation you were from, right? All right. Nuances and Siddiqui
There's a wicket.
Are Indian national treasures. And the coach is upset. He's not liking it.
Matthews is out. That's unfortunate for Sri Lanka.
Bro, Pollard's got all 3 wickets.
I was going to say, Pollard's a monster right now. And before this over, he'd only given up 2 runs in his first 2 overs.
Chitil, I disagree with you there. If Pollard was a cheat, he would have tried to man-cat Matthews when Matthews was leaving the crease early, and he didn't. He just said, get back to your crease. Stop leaving early. All right? Just saying.
Campbell is an international treasure.
Campbell's an international treasure, really, guys?
Hey, for those of you trying to kick me out, we just saw another wicket there, so calm down with your bad self, okay?
Let me update the score. 119 for 3. Oh, I love it.
Is this a collapse? Are we witnessing a collapse right now?
Bro, Pollard has 3 wickets. It says 1, but the other 2 were on runouts, and Pollard was both a part of them. He's single-handedly trying to carry this team. And listen, he carried the West Indies to a victory with that 36-run over against Sri Lanka in T20. And here, he's doing it with the ball. Love it.
Great throw, too. Great throw to Pollard. Who is this? Krishna keeps getting this coming in there. Football is the most popular sport in the world. It's very simple to understand. It's USA. It's 5th. Do you think football will be number 1 in the USA? I'm not going to say never. Because anything can happen, but not anytime soon.
What did you just say? Keep that up there because me and Krishna are about to get into it. Did you just say it's very simple to understand?
Yeah, you kick ball in net.
Yeah, really simple, right? Explain offsides. Yeah, exactly. Blasphemer.
Yeah, dude, offsides. Give me a break.
Offsides is ridiculous. Oh, if the wait for it because everybody can say, Gabe, it's a simple rule. It's a simple rule. Okay. The batsman cannot be. I mean, not the batsman. Look, the offensive player cannot be behind the defender until the ball is kicked. You know how arbitrary that rule is. How many that I'm not? How is that not offsides? Many times I'm like, it's offsides. Bro, you want to talk about bad umpiring? And then, how about the yellow cards and red cards, bro? Nick, you want to talk about arbitrary. Why you think Key and Peele had that skit where the soccer player gets taken out and they give him a red card just purely based on the reaction of the defender that's opposed or the player that gets hurt, and 5 minutes later they're up running around kicking goals like it's nothing. Come on, man. We got some good actors in football / soccer. Offsides is overrated. Exactly. Come on.
But to get back to my thought, it'll never be, in my opinion, number one in the U.S. because we love the scores. We love the runs. Think about baseball is probably going down to now the fourth most popular sport in America because it doesn't score as much. At least with hockey, you got the fights, ice hockey or whatever. So, no, I don't think it ever will. A lot of people in the U.S. say soccer is boring. It is what it is. But not anytime soon.
VAR makes umpires call DRS look like the best thing ever. Yeah, Ronaldo or Messi. You know what? The little general, man. Messi's been so good for so long, but Cristiano Ronaldo is also a savage. I would probably have to go with Ronaldo. You got Neymar if you want to talk about actors, though. Neymar could win an Oscar. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe Neymar hasn't won an Oscar yet. Bro, you breathe on Neymar the wrong way. He just goes down. In a World Cup, he had the worst acting performance. He himself was laughing, Nick, as he's getting up. He's smiling. The cameras are panning on him. And of course, here comes the yellow card. Oh, stop it.
Got the score update here. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. That is a boundary right there. They should have had someone there to field that, right, Gabe?
Yeah, I want everything cut, bro. You know me. Listen, two of the games where I remember people going crazy that we watched live, Nick, and I absolutely love that game was India 36 all out. I'm like, look at the wickets. And it was England. What did England go down for that game? It was
That was awesome. Oh, the other match, England and Ireland. But we didn't watch that one live.
The pickball match? Oh, I watched. Well, I didn't watch all of it.
I thought you meant the England-Ireland. No, yeah, the England one with the pink ball with India where it just finished like in a day and a half or whatever it was.
I love the wickets. Get me those wickets. As long as my team wins, I don't care what the score is. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. Get me the wickets.
Sean, I think your love for Gabe has gotten into the unrealistic. Gabe got beat by a yoga move the other day, people, okay? There's no chance.
Wow. He just threw me under the bus. Oh, Nick, the bus driver.
You think that he's going to kill Goldberg? Oh, stop. You must be talking about like John Goldberg, attorney at law. Like 5'6", 85 pounds. There's no way.
Goldberg has no shot against me. He wants no parts of me.
Game got destroyed by Downward Dog for crying out loud.
Oh, you're bus driver. Okay, let me let you know, guys, know what's happening. So, Gabe versus Neymar. Who's the biggest diva? Who's the biggest diva? Seriously? Come on, Joy. I'm the biggest diva. You know I am.
That's so true.
No, here's what happened. So we're doing indoor recess with our kiddos. And a lot of teachers for indoor recess will stay there and play games with their kids, which online. I'm like, no, it's indoor recess. I want you getting some exercise. So we'll do dance parties. We'll do different activities where we can all be on screen. And I participate with them. So I was doing indoor recess with them. And it happened to be yoga. So I was doing like the tree with the one leg standing, and my knee gave out on me, man. Yes, another wicket. What is wrong with the run in the Sri Lanka? But I don't.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. He's just goofing around. They're taking their time on that one. That was a little bit of Deshaun Jackson. Remember that where he threw the ball, fumbled it before he got to the end zone? They got a wicket there.
That's another dude. Gabe and yoga. I was helping. I was being a teacher. I am trying to lead my students. My knee gave out on me, and I almost tumbled to the ground. I hate you, Nick. Oh, throw me under the ground.
The Goldberg? Are you kidding me, Gabe? I didn't know that Moeen Ali is Sri Lanka's new running coach. I had no idea. What is going on here with the run out?
He said Moeen Ali was the new. Wow. Wow, Nick. Listen, I need to know.
I had no idea.
Who's worse with the drive-bys? Is it me or Nick? Because, yes, I mentioned Campbell almost every other stream. I've gotten better about it. You guys actually set me off most of the time. But Nick is really mad at Moeen Ali. Was Pollard involved again? No, it was
the game. He ruined Joseph. The game. He lost RCB that game. Hands down.
What is the record number of runouts? I would say there's got to be a game where there was 10 runouts, right? We need to find it. Could you imagine losing every wicket to runouts? Runout mania. What is the record of runouts? Our internet sleuths have to tell us because they're really good at finding information.
4 innings, and India was closely approaching that against Australia in one match. Oh gosh,
Moeen Ali was one good, but Rahane, wow,
who can't run?
Rahane, who cannot run, is one of the worst. Gabe rants on Campbell for 700 times since they considered it English. 700.
Yeah,
you know what?
That might be lowballing it.
There was no run there. What were they doing?
Not just that, but why did he not get back faster? He's like, oh well, I lost. Look at that. He just gives up. I don't like that. You gotta hustle.
Sri Lanka. Oh gosh!
You see the fielder there messing with him? Come on!
Yeah, go ahead, keep running. Oh man, let me update the score: 126 for 4.
That is the craziest thing from West Indies that I've ever seen. I've never seen that in cricket when they got that run out because the guy's like goofing around with it, doing the celebration before he gets the wicket. He hands the ball to someone else to get the run out. I've never seen that before. That's like an NFL end zone celebration right there, a team celebration. That was awesome.
Dude, I don't know. It might help the stats. I can't
Is
tell
cricket going to get mad at that? Are they going to fine them for the celebration? Because that was awesome.
Oh, I'm sure. Who was it that recently got fined? And I was shocked. Somebody got fined. I can't remember who it was. And I'm like, really? And then when the cricket fines you, Nick, they don't fine you a little bit. They fine you half your check, a third of your check. Big money.
Yeah.
Seriously? I want to know who gets all these cricket fines. Is it in a pool for umpires? Is that maybe why the umpires umpire the way they do? Come on.
I love it, Ronell. I love it. Someone asked, what are you guys going to do for your 10K subscribers? He got a great idea. We're going to work on it. It's going to take a whole lot of time, but we got a nice little 10K video for you guys. I'll tell you right now, it's not a reaction, but we got a nice little video plan, and hopefully it works out just fine.
126 for 34. Oops. That's what happens when I do the score, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
I didn't realize we were just 70 away from 10,000. I thought we were 1,000 away. That's funny. So we'll try to get the special video out as soon as we hit 10,000, but it might be a little bit later.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Gail is ultimate entertainer. You got to have fun. You got to have fun. And Nick, and this is not just a or maybe this is generalization. You tell me. Don't you feel that some of the most entertaining players in Major League Baseball are the Caribbean players, the Dominican cats, the cats from Puerto Rico, the cats from the British Virgin Islands, like Didi Gregorius. You know what I'm saying? He's so much of the bat flips, the style. Just have fun, man.
Let me tell you guys right now before we get excited, it's not us playing cricket. That would be an epic video. We have not organized that yet. We're still waiting, but it's not that. It's not that.
Nick, call Piers Morgan for 10K. Anyway, he left his job now.
So that incident happened recently?
Recently, bro. That 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
It was about Meghan Markle? That's why he left his job?
What happened was Meghan Markle went on Oprah and she had an interview with Oprah. So she talked about how, not necessarily the Queen mother, because she said the Queen was always nothing but nice to her or whatever, but how others in the royal family were really mean to her and why they made the decision to leave. She felt that she wasn't being protected, and the prince backed her up. You know what I'm saying? So, apparently Piers had a personal relationship with her in the past, and then Meghan Markle just cut him off for whatever reason or whatnot. So he's been speaking negatively about her on the show, per Alex, the other host, for some time. And he said, listen, Meghan Markle has never said a word about you, bro. Why do you keep attacking her? And bro, they got into it on air, took off his mic. He said, I'm out of here, walked out on his own show. It was crazy.
Thanks for the super sticker there, Gaurav. You got a message for us. Make sure we get that. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I got to check that out. I saw a meme yesterday on Instagram. I mean, it was kind of funny, where it has the Queen and Daniel Craig's 007. And he says, just the wife? And she's like, yeah, I'll take care of the ginger prick myself.
Just the wife? Gosh, you know what, man? We should do. I think I've seen Jabby do this a few times, where he just reacts to memes, because that's a classic one.
I don't want to steal his things. That's his thing, but yeah, that's a hilarious meme.
You know what I mean? Or if not, we have to send it to him to see his reaction. Like, just a wife? Yeah, I'll take care of the ginger prince myself.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh gosh! That is
pretty
awesome.
Funny, man.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys, is it like me? Do you guys just watch these videos of memes and you just sit there cracking up and think to yourself, gosh, I hope I never become a meme? You know what I'm saying?
I hope I do become a meme. Are you kidding me?
Oh man,
those things are hilarious.
Ah, come on, man. You don't want to be a meme. The whole world would know and be clouding on you. Nah.
I don't care.
Oh.
You guys have been asking for a CFA Reddit for a long time. I didn't know that's what you guys meant by that. But yeah, I mean, I would feel kind of weird just doing the same thing that they do. You know, when someone comes up with a good idea like that, you kind of want to let them rock it. If it's something that like everyone's doing, then fine, you know, not a big deal. But that's Jabby's thing right there. Gaurav says how come I always miss your comment, Gaurav? Jeez Louise.
I want to see Gabe doing yoga in his class. No, you don't. It did not go well.
How about you guys try commentary for an over? Gabe, Nick, could you try the Michael Holding impersonation? I don't want to do impersonation, but we can definitely try, you know, doing a traditional commentary for an over. We'll do the next over game. We'll try to do a strictly focused, just cricket commentary for the next over.
Hold on. Get my fingies ready.
Just don't do a yoga move to get warm up, okay?
See, I don't have that mic where they got the mic right there. Does that sound too loud when do I look like them when I got the mic right in front of my face and I say it?
Just make sure you don't increase your volume.
Oh man.
They say it's not Jabby's thing, PewDiePie's. Okay, other people do it. All right, so we are going to give you our best. These commercials are funny. We're going to give you our best effort ever commentating this next over. It may wear us out.
Here goes some professionalism. Commentator Skirts coming right away. Wicket alert, wicket alert. I feel like this is going to be a wicket alert right here. Wicket in this over.
I don't know if you're going to be able to get that wicket yourself there, Mr. Gabe. We got Shandamal, we got Bandara in there. They both only got 1 off 17 or 2 off 17 balls combined. So ever since the 2 openers got out, it's been rough for Sri Lanka. Joseph's there bowling. No, Pollard.
The big man Pollard coming down to strike.
Bowling to Shandamal's on the strike right here.
And it's a dot ball.
And first great ball by Pollard there. Fielder's ready in position. Makes the guy get back to strike. Dot for the first ball. Pollard, he has been the difference maker in this match 100%. He only is credited for 1 wicket, but he gets credit for basically all 4. The last one, he did not actually hit the bail, but I mean, he's been in the action as their captain.
And almost another run out on the play. Once again, looked like a little obstruction there by the Sri Lanka side. People may say that was
he had his right to the path there. And even Pollard, when he put his hands up like this, he's saying that, I'm not going to get in your way.
I called a wicket alert. I feel like that's close enough. Okay. Sri Lankan batsmen are apparently struggling with the running game. Nick is correct. Maybe Moeen Ali is their running coach. I'm not sure what's going on.
You are goofing around, my friend. I'm trying to take this seriously.
I am taking.
You are a goof. Melodramatic commentator. I mean, I don't know what their running is right there, but they need to, if they have a timeout in cricket, they need to call a timeout right now. Or maybe Pollard's just in their head. He is not only bowling really well, but he is all over that pitch. Whenever he's bowling it, he's done bowling, his delivery's over. He is in a defensive position. He's following the ball with his eyes. They got the physio out there right now. Like I said, timeout. This is their timeout. They need to talk it over. That's not really the physio. That's the coach undercover saying, guys, stop messing around. Stop running.
And
oh, man, if he gets his hand on that ball, gets a handle on it, then you never know. Even he collides with the batsman. So the batsman almost has, a collision with 2 different people. Is that why he's bringing the physio out? Because he must have had an injury before. Maybe it reopened.
It's Karen Pollard with that very first catch, breaking up the opening partnership, like Nick said, been involved with nearly every wicket after that, and it feels like a little bit of a batting collapse here by Sri Lankan side.
I can't take you seriously, man.
What? I'm working here, man.
Why is the mic right at your face?
That's how they do the mic, right? They put it right at the. I'm trying to give you an authentic experience.
I think you're scaring the children.
And
they're just showing the replays right now. Here is the ball, and he hits it over on
Bandara hits it for
just a
first
simple
single
one.
Pushes
no
first
run out
single.
drama there. Pollard gives up his first run his second run in the over. 2 singles so far. Tell you about the West Indies, man. They could look like they're out of it, and then all of a sudden they come roaring back. Very impressive the way they just don't quit. They just keep fighting. We are in the 28th over, and Pollard has bowled 2 singles and a dot. Here's his 4th delivery right now. It's a little longer length, and it gets hit kind of to the cover drive area. It's not going to have the muster to get to the boundary, but it's going to be at least 2.
Yeah, that's 2 runs. That's 2 runs. 2 runs. Chumdal is on strike now.
Keep your day job, Gabe, says Sean. Wow, drive-by. And just like that, in one over, they have 6 total runs in the partnership. In 1 over, they've gotten 4 of those 6. So, when you get all those runouts, it kills momentum. And there is right back to Pollard. He can't get a handle on it, but he stops it. No run. I like how he looks back the batsman before he goes after the ball. That was almost like a baseball move right there. And even though this has been a few runs in this over, it looks like these two guys are trying to crank up the score, and Pollard is not allowing that to happen. That's his second dot.
Last ball of the over right now. Last ball of the over. Pollard to Chemdo.
To who?
Chemdo.
Oh my gosh.
Did I say it wrong again?
Shandamal.
And they pushes it for a single.
Yeah. To the offside for one, so they rotate the strike there. Shandamal will be back on strike in the next over. So Pollard gives up a total of 5 in that over. Not his finest over, but not a horrible over. And Sri Lanka is trying to build some kind of momentum. And that's commentary from Nick and Gabe for that over.
Oh, man. Listen, I almost had my wicket there, by the way. I almost called that wicket. I'm just saying. Gabe, is Michael Holding now on the sinister six? What, did I crush that? Not Chandamo. Yeah, Nick corrected me on that. Well done, Nick. They gave you a 10 out of 10.
Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that.
Somebody gave me a 2-. Really? A 2-?
Does that mean I'm off some people's Sinister Six list? I know I'm not off yours, but other people's Sinister Six list, does that mean I'm finally off of it?
Like, come on, guys. Really? A 2-? I couldn't get at least a 2?
I think Gabe can do much better, but he kind of took it more. I think he kind of took it as like we're goofing around. I took it more seriously. I would love to see Gabe in full commentator mode, not impersonation. I think he can do it. He's just goofing around.
Bro, if you try to take it too seriously, you're going to put too much pressure on yourself. Wow, thank you. Gabe, 15 out of 10. Nick, 10 out of 10. Thank you. Mine was there for entertainment value. Michael gave Tave. Yeah, Michael gave me was it Michael Holding that gave me a -2? Disappointed.
Look at Hans. Look at Hans' comment. Oh, I love it.
Nick did a really good job. Gabe in his natural mode is great, but he was with a cat of commenting.
He gave him a 27. Who cat?
Oh man.
Look at Sean. Oh man, I hate to be the hater here, but you know how I roll. Turning Point is an enabler. He gave you 15 out of 10. He's enabling you.
Thanks, Turning Point.
Ooh, that was a nice little push there, but there's a fielder right there. There you go, Gabe. There's a fielder right there. That could have been a quick boundary. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, 7:45 is my time. Thank you so much for joining us here. I know Gabe, he can stick around as long as he wants, but I'm going to take off. Got to get ready for a team meeting. Thank you so much. We'll be back here, same bat time on Friday in 2 days, our time. And who knows? You might see a little live stream tonight with or tonight on Boring Reviews. Not going to make a decision either way just yet on that. But for those enjoying a holiday, happy holiday. Enjoy it. And Gabe, great work as always. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for the super chats. And, be nice to my man, Gabe.
Gabe got hootied. I'm going to hang around for about 15 more minutes. And then, because I got a meeting to go to as well, guys. But, the commentary is really, really difficult, right? Focusing on the game, being able to, and Nick did a great job there. Nick gave a great job there, but it's all good. It's all good. In the meantime, even though there hasn't been any wickets in the last few overs, the West Indies has pushed down the run rate all the way to 475. This over so far, they've only given up 3 runs. The boundaries have dried up, and that's good. Gabe, will you watch India versus England? Yeah, I believe our next scheduled live stream is going to be India versus England. T20, right? It's a T20 game on Friday. Nick and I created the schedule, and then I think I'll be doing a solo on Sunday. I'm pretty sure. Are you guys going to make a preview video for England versus England T20 series? You know what? That is it's on the docket. It just depends if we are able to get to it. Hopefully we're able to get to it. Gabe, do 1 over commentary every live stream. 1 over commentary every live stream. All right, we're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. Gabe now commenting. Well, now he won't be thinking about it. That's what you got to do, though. Now you got to not think about it, though, because when you think about it, then you get too subconscious. To be a good commentator, you have to be natural. Got it. Don't commentary live watching a match. These can just restrict them. If wickets can't come, try to save boundaries. Yeah, well, I think that because of the 4 wickets, Sri Lanka is going to play much more conservative, Renil. So that will allow you to also keep the score down. Remember, this is Fabian Allen. Fabian Allen saved the West Indies in that 3rd game against Sri Lanka. He had a fabulous death over. So Fabian Allen. Gabe commentator would be easier when you're unbiased. That's tough. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. Nick was more natural. Gabe, you could be more natural. You are great with no pressure. Exactly. It was so much pressure on me. I am true Gabe fan for almost a year, and I'm a Gabe fan. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. And a sweep shot there for a boundary. Oh, no. Oh, goes for 4. Shouldn't have been a boundary. Lewis misplayed the ball. Come on. That cannot happen. I was just talking about how the West Indies had restricted boundaries, and that should have been just 2 runs, but it goes for 4 on that sweep shot. Come on. That kind of thing just can't happen. So Shemdo on strike now. He's been helped out. 6 runs already this over. I mean, that should have been just a single, really, but it goes for 4. Misplayed by Lewis. And great effort. Great effort there. West Indies saves the boundary, holds it to maybe 2. That should be no more. Oh, they got 3 on that. Good running there by the Sri Lankan side. Get back in the chat, see what you guys are talking about. Alan Holder. How much do baseball players make? Baseball players are some of the highest paid athletes in this country. I mean, it's between them and basketball players, but it's pitchers make tons of money. I mean, couple $1 million a year of year. Yeah, I got about 10 more minutes before I got to go. Turning point. Thanks for hanging out. Bye. You get guys that get disgusting contracts, $400 million, like Mike Trout, Manny Machado got like $350 million. Baseball, the average baseball player, though, I'd say probably gets paid. Professional baseball player gets paid about $3-4 million a year, I would say. Mets get paid a lot to make everyone laugh. That's funny. Actually, the Mets are going to be good this year, Han. I mean, unless they have an epic collapse, their team is really, really good. They're really, really good. They got a lot of good players, so we'll see what happens. Francisco Lindor just got there from or traded there from the Cleveland Indians. He's a savage. Many of you cricket fans may know Francisco Lindor because he was in a video about comparing baseball and cricket, and he was in the nets hitting cricket balls, and that was a pretty cool video. I think Nick and I reacted to that. $315 million. Yeah, some of those guys make huge money. $350 million, $400 million, big money. AH, hello from CFA Nation, South Africa. What's up, brother? I know Lindor because he makes nice chocolate. That's funny. Lindor chocolates. My wife loves them. I'm actually not a Mets fan, though. I saw your eyes light up on the thoughts of the Mets doing well. I'm not a Met fan. I'm a Yankee fan. But I just know so much about baseball and their talent. They got a lot of good players over there. And they're going over the wickets right now. When you see it in real time, it's really hard to decide if it was intentional or not. You know what I mean, guys? When you and Nick will be trying to play cricket outdoor. You know what? We've been trying to do that for a while. We've been trying to get a couple people together to do it, though, but because of restrictions, we haven't been able to do so. It would just not be responsible for us to organize it with COVID, because we're trying to get my son and a few kids from the baseball team out there. Well, for us to do that and then put it online, then, if people involved in that game aren't socially distancing, then there could be some backlash for us as educators. So that's why we haven't done it. But it's coming eventually. Yeah, baseball player's salary makes Maxwell's salary look like nothing. Agreed there, but remember, baseball is the longest sport too. It's 164 games. They play for what, 7 months, 8 months, something crazy like that, where he's making that money for what, 8 weeks, 2 months. Gabe, the Yankees were the Baltimore Orioles before they moved to New York. So are the current Orioles another team who moved to replace ones who's left? That's a good question. I don't think so. So 148 for 4, 30th over right now. We've got a Shepherd bowling. And almost miscommunication there. Is it that Sri Lanka is being too aggressive trying to run between the wickets? Because they've been run out 3 times already this game. Oh, 6 weeks? Look at that. 6 weeks. That's crazy. Yeah, you don't get into baseball and you are a billionaire. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's probably what I do. I'd be a wrist spinner too. Little wrist spinning action right there. Gabe, do you reckon Alex Hale will be playing in the IPL this year? He should. I absolutely think Alex Hale, especially since there's not as many spinning tracks. I would go. If I were a team, I would pick him up. Overthrow there. Bad throw by Jason Holder there. I mean, you weren't going to get him out. Nobody was backing up there, so they just gave away a run. It is what it is. There is news from USA Cricket. They are planning on organizing ACL, American Cricket League 2023 or some thoughts. Nick and I have been talking about this for a while, Raj. We're super excited. Oh, come on. Give me the finger. Was it too high? Oh, no, I was sliding down leg side. Gabe would be called for a no ball, throwing illegal action. Yeah, probably. Probably, guys. Probably. Well, it's 7:58. 7:58. That's my last over of the day as I got to get ready to for school in this next meeting. Again, finger spinner, possibly. We will see you guys for our next cricket live stream on Friday. India versus England T20. T20. Look out for another CFA video later on today. Guys, thanks for joining us. We're leaving it at 150 for 4. West Indies, have really helped themselves, man, because it was bad. 300 was on the cards easy. And now with 30 plus, 31 overs? Ooh. What do you teach at school? I teach 4th grade. So really all subjects except PE, music, computers, but all the general subjects. Super chat. Right now would be a good time not to super chat, guys. Stop sending them because I'm gonna log off real soon. Gabe, how come there are lots of games in Chennai, but CSK don't get to play any of them there? Make any sense? Yeah, that was my point. They literally set this schedule up to adversely affect or impact CSK. Yeah, because it's not like they don't have any spinning tracks. There's a wicket. Fabian Allen with a wicket as I'm getting ready to log out. Yeah, 300 not on the cards anymore, cousin. 151 for 5. I love it. 151 for 5. Chamdo gone. And now I feel like, either they get bowled out under 200 or barely get out. I mean, 151 for 5, 32 overs in the books. I love it. Let's go. I love it. But thank you for the super chat. Dr. Jihan, I'm serious. Like, listen, I get it. Now I understand. I don't teach yoga. We do that during you guys are horrible. I do that during our indoor recess just to get the kids to get some exercise, you know what I mean? But that's funny. I teach yoga. But again, to me, guys, it's one of those situations where I always think that you've got to be balanced. And people are saying, well, that's CSK's fault for building a team that was, so spin reliant. Nobody needs that many spinners. Well, they didn't know they weren't playing at home. Why are you punishing them for that? They've got games at Chennai, and yet CSK doesn't get the majority of those games there. It's like they intentionally set up the schedule to punish them for going with so many spinners. But, then people could say, well, that's also CSK's fault for not being balanced. And it is what it is, man. But anyway, guys, that was thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you for the super chat. We've got ourselves our 5th wicket of the game. At one point, this looked like it was going to be 300, 300. And the opening partnership went for 100, right? Both guys, 50 half centuries without a wicket. And then Pollard came in and stopped it. So super happy about this performance. West Indies bouncing back. Let's hope they finish it off strong. All right, guys, you know the deal. I will see you guys soon. Same bat time. Same bat channel. Peace.